Okay, now we've been hearing news na there are several entities who want to join the PBA, so we might have new teams soon. Here's a concern which I voiced out in a previous 41 episode. So, kunyari, let's assume na 2 new teams come in. Itong 2 new teams na to, Chuck, saan sila kukuha ng fans?
Sa players. You're gonna get fans who are fans of players kung sino man yung mapupunta sa mga teams na yan.
Yeah.
What if, okay, kunyari, let's say, kasi diba, dapat niya kukuha sila expansion, diba?
Yes. Oh, dispersal draft.
But what if fans are more loyal to the team than to the player, so hindi sila susunod? Kunyari, let's say, kinuha mo si Jojo Dunsil, kinuha mo si Dunsilaitis. Yung fan si Dunsilaitis, mas fan sila ng San Miguel Beer.
Wait, is that a thing?
It's a thing.
It
There's a
is.
Dunsilaitis.
This is Jojo approved. I already talked to him about it. It's Jojo approved.
Isn't that a disease?
Hey,
It's
you're
a
scared of
condition.
Dunsil when he
Okay.
goes. Dunsilaitis.
Alright.
Okay.
He's out there playing impact minutes and he
Yeah.
might do that for his new team kung sakaling kunin siya ng
Okay.
expansion team. Now, paano nga kung yung, kunyari, favorite ko si Jojo, kaya lang mas San Miguel fan ako so hindi ako mag-cheer for the new team.
That actually happened when Shapinas entered the PBA, I think like a year or 2 ago. Nung pumasok sila, they had a host of new players and they had Franz Pumarin. Pero you never really got the feeling na biglang ang lakas ng hatak ng Shapinas when they entered the PBA. And realistically, it's something that could happen with this team. Pero kung for some, if one of these teams are able to draft like a Bobby Ray Parks or a Kiefer Ravena, down the road, then yeah, they will get new fans. But realistically speaking, mahirapan din sila to start. I mean, that is a problem, definitely.
So you're talking about like the Thunder's fans, diba? The college kids now, they really they get behind their players like anything. Look at what Chris Chu and Jerick Tang did for Rain or Shine.
But I don't see UST and Ateneo fans
But they're
going
fangirls.
to the games.
Going to the games.
Going to the games.
They're tweeting them, but they're not going to the games.
I know, Jerick and Christian combined, they have 50 million Twitter followers. But does that translate to a
In
live
game.
audience sa game? Because that's my concern. It's really a serious concern for me. Now, if you're gonna do expansion, but if teams are not doing anything to dramatically increase fan base or generate new fans, kasi kailangan dumadami dapat yan then, ang mangyayari is, okay, sino yung mga teams na hindi kasing dami ng fans ng Ginebra? Global Port, Baralco, Meralco,
Air, ganun.
Air,
Mga
okay.
ganyang teams.
Ang mangyayari ngayon, whatever existing na non-Ginebra, non-San Mig Coffee, and non-Alaska, non-San Miguel, paghahati-hatian ngayon ng mga ibang teams. So, not just, let's say, 4 or 5 teams na kailangan sana dumami fans. Pag nagdagdag ka pa ng dalawa, now it becomes 5 to 7 teams that will share an existing fan base na, let's face it, hindi ganun kadami. Maybe maraming nagtitweet, yes. Maraming nanonood sa TV, yes. Pero yung nanonood sa venue. Paano ngayon yan if, let's say, expansion team number 1 will face Barako Bull? Kumbaga, kumonti pa nga eh.
Well, okay. Well, here's the thing kasi about the PBA. I mean, if you're going to base it on attendance, then obviously there aren't any new teams that necessarily will be able to compare to a San Mig Coffee
Right.
or to a Ginebra.
Yes.
But the thing is kasi, I mean, other teams are able to get also following, not necessarily lang sa
Live,
live.
yeah,
It can be through social media. For
correct.
example, a team like Alaska may not necessarily have the biggest gate attendance, but if you look on social media, very very solid talaga yung following nila eh. So I mean, I guess if it's going to be a comparison of yung gate attendance, as it is kasi sarado na talaga. There are a lot of fans na parang sarado na yung allegiance nila to the Ginebras. But what these new teams will be able to get, as Susie mentioned, are player fans. Are player fans who are willing to who are willing to follow their teams and follow their favorite players to the league, and but at the same time they're able to make noise online and hope that a lot of people will be able to latch on to it.
Okay, here's what I want to know. Susie and Chuck. You're a new PBA team. So the assumption is you have 0 fans. Bago ka eh. Diba? So wala kang pre-existing fans. How do you generate new fans for your new PBA team? Whichever new PBA team this is.
I think dito papasok social media and ang lakas ng social media ngayon, di ba?
Okay.
Ang tindi. And maybe I can also integrate like what I said about player following. Mamigay kayo ng tickets. You know, I mean, marami na to turn off sa nag-iisip na pipila, na ganyan, na mahal, you know. I think if you give them tickets, I don't think malaking sakit yun sa bulsa ng teams if they do. Just give away a couple of hundred per game. And from there, you can build it up.
Chuck.
You have to win.
Yeah,
It's as simple as that.
That's hard.
You have to win.
Expansion team.
Bago ka?
Yeah, that's what happened then with a team like Shopee Nas. They changed their name. A lot of people really thought that that they'd be able to make noise in the PBA, but they haven't made it to the past the quarterfinals. I think in the years that they've been here. You take a team like Rain or Shine naman. Like Ross doesn't necessarily have the fan base that these SMC teams have. Even ng well-coached Dragons pa sila eh. But through winning, through draft, through establishing an identity, they were able to win, and they have now their own set of fans and solid talaga. So for these new teams, it's gonna be hard definitely to win out of the gate. But as long as fans are able to see that these new teams are in it to win it talaga, that they really are pursuing players who will put them in the best position to win, may magla-latch on din dyan for sure.
Meron. Similar to what happened to Rain or Shine.
How long did it take?
Like Powerade had when they had made the dramatic run, they had this really loyal, rabid following. Hindi like kasing dami ni Nebra, but pretty just as emotional. Sabi ni Charles
Yes.
Chu, agree. Okay. Yeah, okay. Question. Should or shouldn't new teams or even some of the existing teams strive to have a following like Ginebra?
Parang imposible na.
Parang imposible na.
Parang.
How come?
It's a lost cause. Look at them. They're a monster. You know? A many-headed monster. Cut one off, may tutubong 10. Alam mo yun? I think it really is impossible. You can strive, there's nothing wrong with wanting the public to love you, and in doing so, parang mapapasaya mo pa yung fans. But I really do think it's
Why is it impossible? How many? What's our population? What is the Philippine population, series? 90 million. 90 million. I don't know. Parang is it that impossible, Chuck, or is it unreasonable for another team to say, teka muna, meeting tayo. Bakit di natin kaya? But why can't we do things? Why can't we create measures para we generate a fan base as big or even bigger than Ginebra?
measures like what will make it possible for you to catch up with something like that?
I don't know.
I mean, yung Ginebra kasi they've been subjects of documentaries. They've had players who've made it into the politics already.
Yeah.
It's part of the culture already eh. And I don't know, I think it's siguro if one of these, I mean even a team like San Miguel Beer or a team like Pure Foods / San Mig Coffee, they've been in the league for so long. They have what, 1/4, 1/2 the fan base that
Sabi yan,
I mean, in
Hindi ko
terms of
nagsabi
gate
yan,
attendance, in terms of gate attendance. So, I don't know. I think if you're a new team, at this point, you just want to make noise. You just want to get your product out there. Now we have this team. We're competitive. You can bandwagon on us. Because we're a fun team to watch. We're gonna play hard every single game. And then, but you don't necessarily have like the goal of making it to the Ginebra class of fans or the Ginebra, the Pure Foods or the San Mig fans. You just want dedicated hardcore fans for your team. And then you just roll from there. Then you see where it goes na after. Para sa akin, that's the best strategy for these new teams.
So you think it's just like a natural process. If it happens, it happens.
Yeah,
Parang
basically.
ganun.
But do you think it's possible for anyone?
I think
kahit
I
pantayan?
honestly believe the team should try. They should
I'm
actually.
sure they are. You think they're not?
I don't think maybe I
Not
don't know.
as-
I don't know
not as
if
hard
they're-
as they should.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a priority. I know all the teams are working hard to come up with like competitive teams given limitations and context. But I hope to see a more like comprehensive effort on the part of teams to like really attract new fans, more fans. Yung hindi lang yung parang satisfying your current fans, but like really going out and looking for new fans for your teams and your players. Sa akin lang kasi parang mahirap kasi kaya two new teams come in tapos kung kukunti lang yung fans nila, then parang it's just parang and they're not going to win initially. So maganda sana, if there are new teams, dapat dumadami din. Nag-expand din yung fans.
Yeah.
I mean, well, sorry, last point siguro. But it's like releasing a new product in the market. I
Okay.
mean, if it's entirely new, kung hindi siya, halimbawa, it's not like a beverage na parang meron siyang pinagaling. If it's entirely new, you really will have to start from zero. So it's how you're able to market this product. It's how you're able to make it appealing and exciting for consumers. And I guess that's what they have to do with these new teams. I mean, NLEX has a following because of the D-League, Blackwater, or any of this ever Bilena. They have followers then from the D-League. And I guess that's a start. It's a start. I mean, it's very small, but it's a start. And from there, it's just about improving and maturing the product until it becomes, a winning thing in the PBA.
But I think like those people who watch the D-League, they also support teams in the PBA. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, kasi may
Yeah.
existing na eh.
Yeah.
Diba, existing. But
True.
I guess siguro the challenge for the new teams that are coming in is, if you get talented and charismatic players, and then you start winning, then I suppose that natural evolution happens, and then the fans
Snowball, yeah.
will start.
Or you
coming
just
in.
trade for James Yap. Or Mark Kagiwa, tapos ang usapan.
Or Chris Chu.
20,000 fans.